It's been 6 months since I worked. It is my first day at work. I am super excited. So for today, I have an onboarding session at 10 a.m. Literally starting basically 2 jobs in the same week. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Jules. I'm 25 years old and I make content surrounding personal finance, lifestyle, travel, and beauty. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. In this video, we're going to be going through a first work week in my life. If you guys have watched some of my other videos or vlogs, you'll know that I've been unemployed for the past 6 months. And so this is actually my first week back working again. So I shared a little bit later in this vlog, but basically I am now working remote for an e-commerce company and I'm working as an e-commerce marketing associate, and so I'll be managing part of the website day to day. And so yeah, I'm really excited to start this new chapter. Have money again, girl. Yeah, it should be good. I don't get up to too much this week because I'm just focusing on work, but if you'd like to see more day in my life or week in my life videos of getting into what I actually do for work and like the different meetings and projects I do, I could definitely do that if anyone's interested. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. Good morning, y'all. Today is Tuesday, August 5th. It is my first day at work. I am super excited. I'm just getting ready. I have about 20 minutes before I need to log onto my computer, so I'm just doing my makeup right now. But I thought I would chat with you guys. Ooh, I just spilled. Oh no. As I was saying, I thought I would just chat with you guys before I head in. Basically, this week I'm doing a week of my life, getting back into working again after being unemployed for 6 months. And so yeah, today's my first day. If you've watched some of my other vlogs, you know, or videos even, you know that I've been unemployed since about February and I just now got a new job. So just a brief overview. I got a job with this company. It's fully remote, the position. I'm doing e-commerce. I'm like an e-commerce marketing role, and so basically I manage the website. And with this role, they have a work from anywhere policy, so I'll just be like at home every day when I work, which is really nice. That was like the biggest win for this role, alongside it just being like a role that I actually genuinely care about. For me, I think that company culture and morals and values is also a big thing that I look at when applying for jobs. Like I want it to be something I align with, both personally and professionally. So I do think that it is like a really good fit because I feel like I definitely align with the company. I'm really happy to start working again. It's been a minute, so I feel like when it comes to getting back into like the routine of things, I'm going to struggle a little bit, at least for the first few weeks. Typically I'll go to the gym in the morning before I start work, and then after work, my after work routine I need to get better at. Yeah, I usually wake up super early for that, but I didn't do that this morning because I've been going to bed a lot later and waking up later, and so I need to like fix that basically. So for today, I have an onboarding session at 10 a.m. in about 15 minutes. That's going to be about an hour and a half, and so I basically get my computer set up during that time, and then I don't know what the rest of the day looks like just because I obviously haven't been able to look into my work computer yet. I'm assuming I'll have some onboarding meetings with my manager and, you know, probably some other team members, so that should be good. I'm assuming I'll get off at like 5 o'clock. Yeah, it should be a pretty good first day. I'm really excited to meet the rest of the team. I met a couple of them during the interview process because they were part of the interview panel, but I'm excited to meet everybody else and, you know, see what it's like. I'm gonna take you guys along the first week with me. Hopefully I can like show some of the things that I'll be doing in this role and kind of just getting back on track with like the routine of things. So yeah, come along with me this week. Hey y'all, so it is now about 1:30. This morning I've just been doing some onboarding meetings and doing a lot of like paperwork and like getting accustomed to the job as well as what I'll be doing in the role, so looking a lot on the website as well. And then now I'm just going to continue doing that for about another hour, and then at 2:30 I meet with my manager for about an hour and do more onboarding, more training, get familiar in the lay of the land of what exactly my roles are going to be, what tools I'll be using, things like that. And then after that for another hour and a half until 5 p.m. just get familiar more with the website, the role, tools I need to do, tasks. I need to get access to a lot of the tools, so I'll probably do that after the meeting with her. But yeah, it's been a pretty chill day so far. I've just been on the computer just getting familiar with the site and everything like that. Okay, y'all, I am done with my first day of working. I have a lot of thoughts going on. First being, wow, I'm working again, but also just the structure of working again and like working in 9 to 5. It's been 6 months since I worked, so I feel like it's definitely gonna take time to like get into that routine of things because I don't know, I think I'm just not used to it anymore, and I'm used to just getting up and going out and like going to the grocery store and doing whatever, but obviously now have set times between 9 to 5 where I have to be on the computer, so I definitely think that's gonna be a while for me to adjust again, figure out my routine of what I do before and after work. For example, before work, like I said, I usually go to the gym, but after work I think I want to start prioritizing practicing Spanish at least an hour a day, and then I'm filming YouTube videos and stuff like that, spending time editing those, and then also prioritizing reading because reading is definitely something that I'm really glad I got into while being laid off and something I prioritized when I had free time, and so I definitely want to carry that into working and reading before I go to bed at night. And so yeah, I think it's just reshifting my priorities again, but I would definitely say that today was a success. I met my manager, talked for like an hour, which was good. Just kind of went over the business needs and expectations for this role and kind of getting a little bit more familiar with the company and what I'll be doing. And so yeah, all this week I'll have like an hour session with her every day, just going over what's needed and getting more familiarized, and then also jumping into some meetings, doing some one-on-ones with other team members I'll be working with. I bought a walking pad that I want to start setting up because obviously I'll be working from home, and so I have a standing desk. I think I want to switch that out though, but I have a standing desk and I just bought a walking pad because I want to get more steps in throughout the day, so I also want to set that up either today or tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, today was a good day one at work.
A significant light, just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merchant change, but your face remained the same. The swallows will be here by dawn.
Okay, so I just set up the walking pad. That was also a success. Now I'm just about to take off my makeup, take a shower, and then I need to do some stuff on my computer. I need to finish editing my Miami vlog. I need to, what else? There was something else I needed to do. I need to fill out some forms, documents for this application that I'm submitting, which is probably gonna take like an hour, I wanna say. And then I'm going to start working on the personal spreadsheet that I'm creating, so that's also gonna take a bit. And then I wanna end off the day by calling my boyfriend and just chatting on the phone for a little bit and then reading a little bit of my book. So yeah. Good morning, y'all. Today is day 2 of my first week at work. It is currently Wednesday. Just hopped on the computer for a bit, went through some of my emails, responded to a few Slack messages, and then now I'm just continuing to look over the brand decks, looking over some past performance decks, and then overall getting a better picture of the website, specifically my category that I'll be working on the website, and basically just getting more of a feel for the brand and how the team operates. And so so that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the next probably week or two. I also have onboarding sessions every day. In about 30 minutes, I have an onboarding session with my manager again. So that's going to be for about an hour. And then after that, I am going to join my first team meeting. So it's like a weekly marketing meeting going over the website. So I'm really excited to meet more members of the team and kind of get a lay of the land of how the meeting structures work and what they go over. And then after that, for a couple hours, I just have some free time. So just gonna go over the website and kind of do more of absorbing all the information, all the internal decks and documents, things like that. And then I have a meeting with a coworker around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, going over, what are we going over? Let me check. So the meeting with her is about an hour. It's gonna be going over promos, the strategy behind it, messaging, copy, assets, things like that, as well as implementation and execution. So how to actually execute it on the website and doing a little bit of coding, I'm pretty sure, when it comes to this. After that, I'll probably have an hour just to absorb everything again, and then that's the end of my day. So it's gonna be a pretty good day. And then after that, I actually have a pretty busy day. So, well, night, I guess I should say, my 5 to 9 after that. I think I'm gonna get dinner with my dad. I think we're gonna get Italian food, and then I need to re-edit my Miami vlog. I scheduled it to be uploaded, but there was a copyright error, so I need to quickly re-edit that, which shouldn't take too long, maybe like 20-30 minutes. One of the things I want to do this week or next week, depending on if I have time, is create a content calendar. Since I'm going to be busier with work, I want to be more structured and routine when it comes to YouTube and TikTok and all that. So I'm going to start creating a content calendar. That way I could just look at the calendar and know exactly what I have to do for the day or the week, and that way, yeah, I don't have to have it completely like memorized in my head. And so I'm gonna create that probably within the next few days, hopefully. And then I want to start getting back on my Spanish and doing that for an hour tonight, and then calling my boyfriend, and then reading for hopefully an hour. I didn't get to really read that much yesterday, and so I really want to finish the tandem read for the Throne of God series. So yeah, that's my day. Hey y'all, so it is now the afternoon. It is 12:30. I'm just about to eat lunch. Kind of have a crazy girl lunch going on right now. I have like a chicken fillet thing on top of sourdough bread with some honeydew. So I'm about to eat that. And then my meetings earlier went really well. Got to know the team a little bit more and got to meet new team members. And then also, I forgot if I mentioned this or not, but relating to being unemployed for 6 months and not getting a yes and everything like that, it's like you get all these no's, and then all of a sudden when you get a yes, you get like multiple yeses. So I actually am starting to do freelance copywriting. One of my old coworkers that I worked with went to a different company, and she works as like a main copywriting editor, and so she talked to me about doing a freelance copywriting opportunity. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely interested in that, and I have like a little bit of experience doing copywriting in both brand marketing and e-commerce. So I did assignment and I filled out paperwork for that last week, and so I just got my first assignment. It's due in about a week's time, so that is also something that I'm going to be doing this week, literally starting basically 2 jobs at the same week. And so yeah, obviously this is on a case-by-case basis. It's just whenever I have time, but I think I'm going to take on at least 1 project a week, which honestly shouldn't be too long, maybe like a couple hours a week, and so I can earn a little bit extra money that way and also build my skills within copywriting. So I'm really excited to be starting that this week as well. So it is now the end of the day. I went to dinner earlier with my dad. We got Italian food. It was really good. I got a drink. We shared a pizza for an appetizer, but I just had 1 slice. And then I got pasta alla norma, which was really good. And then now for the past hour, I've been working on my first copywriting assignment. I'm not really sure on how much I can share about like the content I'm doing, but I'm basically doing SEO blog articles for different websites based on the clients. So I'm basically a free writer for an agency, and then they have various different clients with different industries. So for the past hour, I've been just drafting up a blog article, but I'm not sure if I can share any of that content yet, so I'm not going to. But I'm really excited because it is now my first week having 2 jobs. Really excited about these new opportunities. So yeah, now I'm just about to FaceTime my boyfriend, and then if I have time, I'm going to try to read a little bit of my book before I go to bed. Good morning, y'all. It is now Thursday, day 3 of me working for the first week again after 6 months of being laid off. And I just woke up. It's about 8:30. I like brushed my teeth, washed my face, did all those things. And now I'm just about to work on my computer for about the next half an hour before work. Just do some tasks that I need to do on my computer and like update my calendars, things like that. And then I'm gonna hop on my work computer at 9. I have a meeting at 9:30 to like 10:30. Then I have a couple other different meetings throughout the day. It's been a good week so far. Just been learning and getting to know some new team members. I met a few more team members yesterday, so that was pretty cool. Later today, after work, I need to complete and like work through the copywriting assignment, so that is also something that I need to get done today. Hello, you guys. I am currently on my lunch break right now. I just had some pasta from my dinner last night, and then now for the next like 15 minutes I'm just gonna edit my YouTube video, and after that I have a few more meetings, one that's like an hour and a half and then one's an hour, and then I'll have an hour to just go over the websites and everything like that. Hey y'all, so it is now after work. It is currently 6:40, sitting here editing my video, but I'm honestly so tired. Like, I've been tired all day, and I think that's because, well, yesterday I woke up at like 6 a.m. and then I didn't turn my brain off till literally 10:30 p.m. Like, I was working for like 16 hours, both my main job and then just going to the gym and working on like side hustles, things like that. And so I feel like this week I just quite literally went from 0 to 100, as far as not only before this week was I just chilling, doing my own thing on my own schedule basically, but now this week not only am I starting my main job, but I'm also starting my copywriting job, which I've already done a few hours in. And then I'm also doing YouTube, like filming this video, editing a different video, and then I'm trying to do my budget spreadsheet as well. So I just definitely feel like this was the week where I literally wanted to take on like 6 different things at a time after taking on 0 things. I think that already I'm just really tired, so I honestly am probably gonna go to bed super early at like 8 because I'm just so tired and I need to get up early tomorrow so I can go to the gym. I think too, you should also just listen to your body. Like, if you're super tired, you're super tired, and you shouldn't just like grind through that. So I'm definitely gonna go to bed early tonight.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love, remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the
Good morning, y'all. Today is Friday. I went to the gym earlier, as you could tell, and then just been on my computer. It's been a pretty busy day. I've had kind of like back-to-back meetings. It's now just like around 12:30. I'm about to eat lunch and then have a meeting after. That's about 30 minutes, and then I'm good the rest of the day. As far as meetings, I don't have any, so I'm just going to maybe enroll in my benefits today. I need to like look a little bit more into like the details of the different plans that are being provided, but I wanted to try to enroll in my benefits today. And then after this, I'm actually gonna go to the nail salon. I need to get a pedicure, and then I need to send through the copywriting brief this weekend. I want to try to get it done today though. I'm actually thinking about getting laser hair removal again. I did in the past, like probably like 5 years ago now, and it works when you're like actively getting it done. I feel like I noticed probably a year out after getting it done that it didn't like stop working, because my hairs are like less than they used to be, but it definitely does not just get rid of your hair. Like, I feel like it's something you have to constantly maintain. And when I got it done, I was like 19, 20 about, so I feel like I cared a lot more about like body hair and things like that, because I did like the full package. I did everything like basically but my arms. I just feel like I don't really care that much anymore. Like, who cares if I have leg hair? It's not that big of a deal. But I will say I hate my mustache, you know what I mean? Because it's like, even if you do whatever to it, I feel like there's still that like line of darkness, I guess, or like that, you know, when you shave it or wax or tweeze or whatever. Like, I don't know, I feel like there's still that. And I feel like when I was getting laser removal for it. I don't remember having that. So I think I might do a couple sessions just to see if that's like any better. I think I'm gonna do that. And I think Laser Away has a discount right now, so I think that's gonna be the cheapest option. But honestly, I'm not really the biggest fan of Laser Away. I feel like they're very, I don't want to say predatory, but they definitely push. They just push so much on sales. They're like car salesmen to me. Just my experience in the past, like obviously I was 19, so I didn't really have a backbone at the time, but I definitely feel like I was pushed to get the highest package there. And then even then, she was like, oh yeah, just fill out some information, we'll see, you know, what you qualify for, like what, you know, suits you the best. And then literally once she ran through the information I gave her, she literally just like signed me up and like didn't really ask if that's what I wanted. And obviously at the time I kind of already wanted to do it, so I was like sure, but I was like hesitant of it. And like right then and there she like tried to do it. So obviously that was me being 19 and naive, so I definitely would be like, girl, get out of here. But that's just also why I don't really like Laser Away too much, just because it's like very pushy. When I got quoted for $250 for 10 sessions, and that's like pretty cheap when originally their original price was almost $1,200, which is actually insane. Girl, what? But I guess they're having like a 70 or 80% off discount right now for that area. I'm not really sure. Anyways, all I know is they quoted me like $250 for 10 sessions, so I'm like, okay, I might do it, because I got quoted other places for like $500. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thank you guys so much for watching this past week of my life. This was my first week working, and so I was definitely getting the hang of things, doing a lot of trainings and just meeting new coworkers. So it was a pretty light week. I didn't get up to too much. Like I mentioned earlier, started working full-time and then also started my copywriting role this week, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see where that goes as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.